thank you for joining me. Today we're going to talk about Crater Lake National Park. Last week I shared all about Badlands National Park and why I was so excited to hike there and how much I enjoyed looking at the different rock formations. But today we're heading even farther west to Crater Lake National Park. If I haven't met you before, my name is Miss Weisenstein and I teach earth science in Southern Illinois. So welcome, thank you for joining us today. So Crater Lake National Park is in Southern Oregon and it became a national park in 1902. Crater Lake gets about 500,000 visitors each year. It is an incredibly beautiful park. This park is one that I regrettably haven't spent a lot of time in. I would love to get back there and really hike and hike and hike. The water, when you get to Crater Lake National Park, is just such a bright, bright blue. And Crater Lake is the deepest lake in the United States. It is 1,943 feet deep at its deepest points. But the interesting thing about Crater Lake is there are no creeks or rivers that feed into the lake. So everything that is in the lake, all of the water in the lake is from rainfall, snowfall, or snowmelt. So it's from precipitation that builds up throughout the year. Because there's no river or creek running into the lake, there's no sediment being deposited into Crater Lake. So it is a beautiful, beautiful blue color, and it is one of the cleanest lakes in the world. Such a, like, if you have not seen Crater Lake in person, it is a blue color that you cannot picture in, like, you just have to see it to believe it. That's all I can say about it. One reason I was really drawn to Crater Lake, other than the fact that it's like incredibly beautiful in a really unique place, is that the Pacific Crest Trail runs through that area of Oregon, runs through Crater Lake National Park. The Pacific Crest Trail starts in just north of Mexico, and people will hike and hike and hike all the way through California, Oregon, Washington, all the way to California. It's called a through hike. It's a really, really long hike. And there is a trail that goes all the way around the rim of the crater, so you can hike all the way around it. And there's also a road. It's called Rim Road, pretty aptly named. It's a 33-mile drive, which isn't too terribly long, but there are about 30 places where you can pull off and check out the scenery from different perspectives. So you want to leave a couple of hours to be able to drive around. Now that's something that I haven't had a chance to do, so I would love, love, love to get back there and be able to drive all the way around the rim and see Crater Lake from every different angle. Okay, last two more super cool things about Crater Lake. One is it's formed from a volcano, and it's not actually a crater, it is a caldera. And that volcano is called Mount Mazama, is the volcano that formed Crater Lake, and it is one of 13 major volcanoes in the Cascades Range that runs from northern California through Oregon and Washington and up towards Alaska. Okay, so last thing is about something that actually lives in the lake. They're Mazama Newt. It is native to the lake. It is the only place in the world where you find this kind of newt. And it's endangered in danger because of invasive species like crawfish that come and eat the newt, that they're not native to that lake, so the newt doesn't have any defenses against them. Right now, the scientists and rangers are doing research in the lake to see how the crayfish and the newts interact and what they can do to stop the invasive species, the crayfish, from taking out the Mazama Newt. That's the only place in the world that can find it, where you can find that. Okay, so for the rest of this week, I want you to really be thinking about questions that you would have, things you could ask about Crater Lake. Now, I'm not going to tell you any more about how Crater Lake formed, why is the caldera, anything like that, because I want to leave that investigation up to you. So give you a little bit of inspiration of what you could be looking into when you talk about Crater Lake. You could talk about the types of plate boundaries, types of volcanoes, caldera versus crater, what is the difference between those, formation of calderas, and calderas in different places like Mars and other planets and moons in our solar system. So I hope that you are inspired to check out Crater Lake and you've enjoyed this video. So thank you for tuning in. Bye.